Hello, I'm Benny Westside, and welcome to the crash course for Gorr. We're going to talk about Gorr's abilities, T4 upgrades, how high you should build him, Dark Dimension prospects, and then at the end we're going to talk about my plans for him. I also want to shout out where is it? Did I close out of it? Oh, here. The infographics. I'll be posting it on Instagram, and I'll put the link in the video description. This video is more of a longer, detailed explanation, so you can find out about my reasonings for some of the choices. And then that graphic is more of something handy to have as a quick reference. All right, here we go. Let's start with this passive, the God Butcher. That movie, I feel like they wasted so much potential on this character. That out of all the wastes in the post Endgame MCU, Gorr is up there. Yeah. Anyway, here we go. On spawn, gain charged. On any death, gain +1 charged, up to a maximum of 4. Characters killed by Gorr cannot be revived. We have this with Black Bolt. We almost have it with Weaver and Robbie and Black Knight, but they have some exceptions. I think Weaver's ISO attack, maybe Robbie's special, and then Black Knight's basic are the ones that are excluded or something. But Gorr, immediately it says killed by Gorr cannot be revived. So even on counters or passive attacks, that's what it is. On any turn, if this character has 4 or more charged, attack the most injured non-summoned enemy ignoring taunt and stealth with this character's special. The ability level is capped at the level of the passive, then clear charged on self. So we'll go back to it. We'll go back to the passive. Let's look at the special. On 4, the little extra attack is going to apply ability block to primary, heal block to adjacent, and then do 180 damage. He's going to clear all charges, clear all stun, and ability block on all Annihilator and Symbiote allies. The tier 5 is going to give only damage. And I can confirm that he attacks adjacent as well. I did not pay attention if he can apply vulnerable on that. I don't think he should be able to, but we will confirm. Alright, gain 250% focus for each Annihilator ally. While this character has charged, this character cannot gain bleed. In Arena, while he has charged, Annihilator allies cannot gain bleed. And then in Arena, he lowers the assist chance of all enemies, which is, I will say, an immediate call out to Logan. Alright, and then the T4 gives barrier on spawn only to self. This is a nice T4. He is one of the frailer people on the team, but he's not that frail, especially because he's new meta. It's nice. It's nowhere near essential. So if you're looking at skimping, this is one where you can skimp out on. But yeah, it's nice, of course, having a little protection so he can get going, but nothing special. Alright, his ultimate comes ready. It's on a 6-turn cooldown. If any enemy has charged, fill speed bar for self by 20%. It doesn't stack, so if there's 5 enemies with charge, he doesn't get 100% speed bar. He just gets the 120%. Attack all enemies for 270%. Piercing this time. Clear all charges, defense up, evade, and revive once on all enemies. This is a really nice sweep attack. Apply Safeguard to self and all Annihilator allies. Very nice. Clear all battlefield effects on the enemy side. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. So battlefield effects like Nova Force, but more importantly, Mark of Mephisto, he will clear. The T4 adds 50% piercing to all enemies, which is actually very big, and it's piercing, and it increases the safeguard from 1 to 2. This can be very, very useful. That said, we are facing a like if it's the mirror, we're looking at somebody who can age your buffs. So, but because it's not just an arena, I will say this is almost essential. This is a very high value attack or upgrade, so keep that in mind. It's not essential, but it's very, very high value. All right, Tendril Terror. This is his special. It's on a 3-turn cooldown, which is great. Attack primary, apply ability block for 2 turns. Attack adjacent, apply heal block for 2 turns. So this comes on the 6th tier. So the passive doesn't get to this tier, unfortunately. But in reality, like his actual special applies these debuffs for 2 turns, not just 1. And then he clears charge on each target. All charges, not just 1 stack. And then he clears stun and ability block from Annihilator and Symbiote allies. That's a nice little synergy there with symbiotes. This attack cannot be dodged or blocked. The T4 adds 70% damage and then adds clear revive once on primary and adjacent. In arena, you're not going to be worrying about revive once because Mephisto prevents revives. I don't think anybody's going to run Dorm, so even if you kill the Mephisto first, having to deal with revives, I don't think that's going to be a case. Also, Gorr has permakills, so this is very nice, but it's really not essential. Alright. His basic. Attack primary for 220%. Piercing yet again. It's only primary. And clear all charges. And then apply defense down for 2 turns. 50% piercing on the T4. This is nice. Again, these characters have low multipliers. So going from 220 to 270 is very big, actually. But it's on a single target. It's nice. If you have the resources, you could, but it's something you can easily skip. I don't know if off the top of my head, I don't recall if he clears charge on his ISO attack too. I believe he does, but I don't think it makes a case for Striker at all because all of his other abilities already clear charges. Which, let's go and talk about his ISO prospects. I think he's a good raider. He has multi-hits on his special, on his ultimate. It'll increase, put damage out there. While he's low, you should do Skirmisher with the crutch because all of his attacks need focus. His charge clears, his ability blocks, revive clears, everything needs focus. He gets boosted focus from Annihilator allies, but if you're at like 3 stars, you probably want to get that extra focus. But his final destination, I think, is going to be Raider. In terms of building, he's on the arena team. You want to build him as high as high as you can and are able to. That's my classic phrase for these. Remenex, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. We're recording a video, but thanks for coming. We'll chat in a bit. All right. So Gorr, he's on the arena team. Build him as high as you can, as far as you can, and as much resources as you have. I would say, especially in terms of bio, between him and Gladiator, definitely go Gladiator first. And like out of this trio, he's not your priority. He's a priority overall in the game, but out of the trio, I will say Gladiator, Thanos, then Gorr. Gladiator, you have to focus. But yeah, build him. All right, that kind of makes good transition into Dark Dimension. I think he's a good choice because you can. It's only 2 nodes. and you can upgrade a character and get a lot of use of them outside. So he's a good choice. He has good stats, so he'll be resilient. His kit isn't necessarily all that great for Dark Dimension. He doesn't have a lot of sustain, but he's fast and has control. So if you have a Vol, or somebody that'll sustain him, then you'll be good. So I would recommend him. But again, not before Gladiator. If you're taking a bio to Dark Dimension Cosmic, I'll say do Gladiator first, then Gorr, because outside of Dark Dimension, Gladiator is the one that you would rather have higher. Even though inside the nodes, Gorr might help a little bit more. That's gonna be my suggestion. So yeah, he's a good choice. Of course, you want the arena team. Last year, again, we got an arena team right in the middle of a Dark Dimension cycle, and like everybody was hyped to be bringing in Robbie, Ms. Marvel, Photon. So once again, I mean, none of these characters are a Robbie, but yeah, they'll do okay in there, especially with the stat increase in the meta. In terms of my plans, Gorr I'm definitely not buying. I'll unlock him with his event, however that might be. I will build him up as soon as I get him, though. He's going to be really important. Maybe there might not be as immediate of a rush to build him because Thanos isn't here yet. But once I have Thanos, then like I will want Gorr ready to go, so I will build him up quickly. Like he's not as urgent as Gladiator was, in my opinion. And then, yeah, I'll build him up. I'll put T4s in his special, ultimate, and passive. Basic, I'm not sure. I might wait on it. I don't know how many I have. Let's see where we're at right now. I mean, these characters all have their T4s. Somebody down here. I have 4,400. I'll probably hold off on that basic. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, as I said, it's not that important. Whether I do it or not, it isn't gonna change my life. And I'm already done with Dark Dimension 7, so so I'm not sure. I'm not considering, trying to wait for him to do second round or anything. So yeah, but I will take him to Crimson Gear, that's for sure, because as I said, he's arena. So and after Dark Dimension 7, I now have the ability to upgrade more characters, and yeah, he's definitely at the top end of the list. All right, and what else? Dark Dimension, my plans. I think that's about it. Oh, I will. Yes, this is important. I'm gonna be unlocking him free to play, so he'll be 3-star for a bit. I will run Skirmisher until probably 5 stars. Then I'll swap to Raider. I'll see how it plays out. If I can go earlier or if I have to stick to Skirmisher until 6, I'll figure that out. But yeah, I will use the Focus Crutch for a bit. Yeah, that's my plans. Let me know what you're planning on doing with Gorr. What did you think of his portrayal in the movie? I'm curious to hear about that as well. Thank you for going over Gorr with me. Make sure to check out the post on Instagram. I hope to see you in the next one.